$500 cash prize at stake, and to see who will be this year's bet champ between Bess and Ross.
I
Thank you
don't
guys.
know how they can't put it together. Nick Sirianni's a clown.
I do gotta compliment you though. Called you lucky, but after seeing the sheet, taking a couple glances,
I know
she
you
did her
could pull
research.
that.
She's
You
got
gotta roll with it. Gotta roll with the gut.
Roll the dice, huh?
Roll the dice, baby.
Shoot it.
Shoot it. Red hot.
Okay, here's my pick.
Absolutely. Hey, let them know. I'm gonna give out who's gonna win this game because I really
You don't even know.
I do not care. Don't even know. Don't care. But I'll tell you this: it definitely won't be the Chargers.
That's a good one.
Welcome all to the Bet Champ Show, the show of hot sports picks matched with epic competition, and it is the finale this week, so we got an absolute banger show for you guys today. I'm Zach Jones, joined alongside my right-hand man, as always, Andrew Romero III, a.k.a. Sace. Sace, how are we doing today, baby?
I'm like you said, it's the finale. It's all coming down to this. You know, we got the guests that are fighting for the $500. Me and you. Fighting for bragging rights. So
Absolutely.
It was a good weekend overall. A lot of good games. A lot of playoff berths on the line for this next week.
100%.
So looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. So how this show works from now until the end of the regular season, with this being the last episode in the regular season, Sacha and myself give out our top 5 NFL picks to the public for free, giving you guys locks all day long, as well as we have guests on the show who are now giving out their top 5 picks for the NFL regular season, and these two are competing for that $500 cash prize, and we will find out who will be this year's bet champ. So we are absolutely pumped for today's show. But real quick, let's just go over our results from last week, Sach, man.
Yeah, I mean, me and you were both 2-2 going into the
final game,
and I had Vikings, you had Packers, and I mean, the game was over when it started, but now it's tied up 7-7, final week.
So it's big.
Can't get any better.
Big time. Yeah, you can't get any better. The tension here. How did it kind of start, though? Explain what kind of happened, right?
Yeah.
This is a crazy story.
Yeah, I mean, you started off pretty much winning every week. You were up 3-1 to start the year. Then I went on a heater. It was
Came
like
back.
6-3, 7-4. And then you won the last 3 weeks to lock.
Coming back down 3.
Coming back down from 3 games.
So
like
now we're
LeBron.
tied up 7-7 in the grand finale.
Yep.
To figure out who will be this year's Bet Champ host. So exciting things for me and you, my man.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm on a freaking I can't win a week, so
You'll be all right this week, though. You'll be all right. But let's get our guests going too, because they are now competing against each other for, again, that $500 cash prize, and who will be this year's Bet Champ. So let's get them going. Our first guest, she absolutely dominated last week and killed it. We have Bess. Bess, how are you doing today?
Good. Happy to be back. Yeah, you guys I won last time, didn't I?
You killed it.
I know.
Yeah,
you beat us.
Killed
all
it.
worked out. Yeah. So happy to be back. Happy to win this $500. He thinks he's got it, but I don't think so.
Ooh.
So yeah, happy to be here.
Cool stuff. Well, good luck to you. Happy to have you. We'll get the competition going. And for our second guest, our hot shooter himself, we got Ross Richardson. How you doing, Ross?
Can't complain. Better than ever. Good to be back. Got Bess the Mess beside me here.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see how she does today. I have a feeling she got kind of lucky, but, we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
I took a peep at her sheet over here. It's looking okay. We'll see what she has. She might pull something out of her top sleeve, but we'll see. I'm excited.
Pull out of what?
Well, good luck to you too, Ross, as well. Good luck to both of you guys. We're excited to have you here. Want you guys to get that $500 cash prize. So how we're going to do this is they're going to release their top 5 NFL picks for this week, and we are going to announce the winner at our live watch party next week, January 13th, the Saturday for Wild Card Weekend. We're going to have our live party and then our after party, and the winner of our guests will be announced there. So it's exciting things. And then again, right, me and you are just competing for who's going to be the Bet Champ host this year, who's going to hoist the trophy.
The inaugural Bet Champ.
Absolutely, my friend.
So it'll be a fun one.
Cool stuff. Well, with that being said, guys, let's get into it. I know the public's fiending right now. They want these free locks for the week. You ready?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Absolutely, guys. So we'll start off. We got our Saturday games, 2 Saturday games this week, ladies and gents. And for that first one, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, Baltimore locked up the 1 seed, so they don't really have anything to play for. They could play spoiler, but, I mean, you're not going to go out there with your best guys. So I'm staying away from, this type of game just because you don't know what a lot of backups are going to be in. But I'll still honestly lean the Ravens on this one just because I think they just have a good team overall. And who knows what the Steelers – or well, no, the Steelers need to win. So,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't trust the Steelers, but like I said, I'll just still lean the Ravens.
Yeah, this game's kind of weird, right? Like Sace said, Ravens clinching that 1 seed here, so they're going in well rested, right?
Yep.
Going to take some breaks. Expect to see guys not playing in this game.
Yeah.
Steelers, however, do need to get a win here, and they need a couple other things to happen along the way for them to make the playoffs. So look for a little fight in the Steelers, but with this and guys maybe being sitting out and everything, I'm going to stay away from this game completely. But I'll lean with the Steelers to get a dub here, hopefully.
Yeah.
I agree. Staying far away from this one. I think the Steelers do have incentive to win, but for the most part, like you said, starters are out. No bet for me here.
Well, just because you all didn't, I have to.
Here we go. Here we lock it in.
No, I think this whole week is a really interesting week to bet on. We have 22 teams that still have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl technically. So that's a lot of teams fighting for a lot of different positions. And the Steelers are one of those teams. I am usually an advocate for the Steelers to lose, but this week I am going to go for Steelers -3.5 or -110.
Gotcha.
I think they got a lot to play for. They are fighters. They're those dirty dogs that somehow always end up getting their way into the playoffs. And yeah, I think also the Ravens, like you said, they have nothing to win for. So they're not going to have their top in. And I think hopefully, first string versus second string, the Steelers should be able to pull this one off.
Excellent. We'll lock that in for Bess's
Saturday
first play of the
too.
slate.
Going
Absolutely.
up 1-0, that could be
I
could be
know.
huge.
I know.
Ross is shaking. It could be
I know.
huge.
I was like, he's already calling me lucky. That's already bad juju just doing that.
Cool stuff.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm like, come on.
So next up, we got our second Saturday game of the week, and this is going to be a really good one because winner here takes the playoffs, and we have the Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. Looking for a good game here, Sace man.
I think whoever wins, they still need a thing or two to
They
happen.
need something to
right?
happen, but both of them
They
need
have
to win,
Okay,
right? Yeah.
I mean, I can't go against, C.J. Stroud going up against the Colts. You can't really go against it.
Love it.
I'm not going to bet anything on it, but, I mean, like you said, they both need stuff to happen, and they play on Saturday, so they have to win. It's not like they can just wait and see. So
100%.
I'm going to lean Texans on this one, though.
Gotcha.
No pick.
Yeah, I absolutely. This is going to be a fun game to watch. One I'm very invested in. I'm going to be tuned in for. This is that game I was talking to you about before the show. There was a +100 for the money line
this one?
here. It changed right now, but I'm still going to roll with it. So for my first play of the week, ladies and gents, I'm rolling with my man, CJ Stroud. Absolutely love him. We got Nico Collins, Devin Singletary over here. So I am rolling with the Texans money line at -120. Lock it in, ladies and gents. I absolutely love this play. Texans are firing, and CJ has shown that he is the leader of this team. I expect them to get the win here.
Interesting. That was actually going to be my first pick, but
Do it.
No,
Bess got my head a little bit. I'm going to change
Okay.
it up.
I gotcha.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
My mom's from Indy. She's a Colts fan, so I do have a soft spot for the Colts. But when it comes to sports bets, you can't really do that. I'm staying away from this one. I was
Okay.
going to go Texas money line too, but I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be real close, and
It'll be a good game.
I don't want to bet on the
This
close
is,
ones.
This is going to be a close game.
So I'm a
for
pass.
sure.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the really fun games to watch this week. It's like you said, they still need a little something to get in, but it's an elimination game, so they're going to be playing their hearts out. Everyone and their brother was telling me to go for the Texans money line, but I bet against the Colts last week and they won. So I was going to say, so I'm going to stay away from this game as well, but I actually will be pulling for Indy on this game. So.
Hey, some Minshew mania.
Yeah.
Last game. Cool stuff, guys. All right, we'll
Minshew
now roll into the Sunday games. Here we go for that Week 18 slate. In our first one, we have the Falcons at the Saints.
Yeah, so I mean, right here, the Saints have a lot to fight for. They need to get into the playoffs. They need to win, and they need a Tampa Bay loss. So that's real interesting, and they're going up against the Falcons. Ain't no better team to really
Absolutely,
beat
100%.
at last season, last game better than the Falcons. So, I mean, I'm not going to bet on anything. I just don't trust Derek Carr, man. They don't look – I mean, they looked better last week against
put up
the
a good showing
Buccaneers,
against the Bucs. They whooped them.
But, I mean, it was that defense that – that Saints defense, their secondary is they got studs over there. So, I mean, I'm going to stay away from it, but I'm a lean Saints. I still, I like what they showed last week defensively, not offensively per se. But
100% Sace, man. Couldn't agree more. I think they kind of saw some daylight going up against the Bucs, right? A solid team. And like I just said, that I mean, they whooped them and everything.
Yeah.
So need a huge win here for the Saints. So I'm actually going with my second play here. I will take the Saints spread at -3 at -115. I love it. I think they're going to come to play here. Like I said, saw a little daylight last week, got a big win, and we'll see what Derek Carr does.
Yeah. Blame it.
Oof, that's tough. I think you're spot on with that one. I'm staying away from this one. Not much to say about this. I'm going to pass it to Bess, but I like that.
Well, I'm going to piggyback off of Zach because I also took that same one.
Excellent.
Locking in
Great
Saints
minds.
-3, -115. Fun fact, when I was kind of researching these two teams, their all-time series is 54-54. So they're like even across, which is kind of interesting. But at home, Saints are 13-5. So that's I'm a numbers girl. So for me, that's a good percentage of their chances of winning this at home. I think Derek Carr has got some good chemistry going on with the offense right now. They're kind of on fire after that Bucs game. I see them kind of taking over. They're still fighting for that spot, while the Falcons, that coach is also kind of not my favorite. So I'll
Arthur
just say
Smith.
Falcons also can't win away. They haven't won away yet. So
For sure.
I think this is going to be in our favor. I'm going to go Saints.
100%. Like you just said, they're at home. What a story here. Derek Carr still has a lot of pressure on him, right? Fans haven't been happy with him. So what a game to win here for the quarterback and get it going.
Yeah.
Next up, ladies and gents, we have the Cleveland Browns at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, here's a game where, both teams are fighting for nothing. So,
Right. Browns
the
just locked in the 5 seed.
Browns got the 5 seed. Bengals are eliminated. So, I mean, that's why the spread is Browns +6. So, just a game you don't really want to bet on unless you're looking at overs, not really for spreads. So, I'm going to stay away from this one. But I don't even know who to lean because I don't know how many backups are going to be playing. But I'll just say
100%.
Bengals in this spot with Jake Brown.
Yeah, honestly,
he does still have a lot to play for being a backup.
being
He
a
still
backup to get paid
needs a
somewhere.
win,
Yeah, he
get
could
paid
look
somewhere
to go to a
else, yep.
team somewhere for sure. That's why I'm not really going to spend much time on this game. I'm not invested in it, but I do like the Bengals here just because of Jake Browning in that situation. You go over to the Browns side of things, they're gonna make a nice playoff run. I'm looking forward to watching them. But this is a game, right? You don't really need to do anything. I kind of expect him to rest Joe Flacco here.
Yeah.
Why even put him out there?
Can't pull the old man Joe out there.
Absolutely. So no play here for myself.
He's
but
not looking old, though.
oh
No,
yeah,
he
he looks
looks
amazing.
good.
I'm
He's
loving.
looking 28, not 38.
I am loving Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the playoff
Couldn't
run.
do that for the Broncos, which is
Yeah,
upsetting.
I
but-
know.
I
It's
forgot
a little
about
weird.
that.
Broncos and quarterbacks.
We had him
just
for a
bad
little bit.
juju.
But with this game in general, I could see him getting some rest here. So I will lean for the Bengals to get a dub, but no play here from myself.
Have to agree, no play for me either. Would lean Bengals just because Browning wants to make Joe Burrow proud, sit on the sidelines all hurt. But
100%.
yeah, staying away from this one as well.
Yeah, me too. I think you guys kind of said everything. I think it'll be an interesting game. I would also lean towards the Bengals just because I think they'll have more starters than the Browns. But other than that,
Cool
that's
stuff.
it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Enough said. Simple as that. Next up, guys, we got the Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, Jaguars clinch the AFC South with the win here. Titans, they're just not good, and who knows what they're going to be doing for the final week. But it's kind of scary going up against these type of teams that can play spoiler, but I was so close to pulling the Jaguars once again.
I was too.
But I just don't really know if Trevor Lawrence is he going to play again or
We don't know
What's he
yet.
looking
Like
like over
I kind of said before the show, I would say 80%. I mean,
has
you
to
have to play, right? You have to win this game.
got to win the game.
You
So
have
I
to.
would expect him to play.
I would expect him to.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it is Trevor Lawrence, and we've bashed him on the show for
Hundreds of times.
weeks and weeks
Hundreds
and
of
weeks.
times.
So I'm gonna stay away from it. But I'll lean Jags, of course, to clinch the division.
Absolutely. I'm going to lean with the Jags to clearly get the win here. But bet-wise and everything, this is one I was looking at. I wanted to rock with it. Sach, you know which one I wanted. I was looking at the spread and everything. But we have just been so down on Trevor Lawrence lately, and he has just not been playing up to the standard.
Yeah.
So bet-wise, I'm staying away from this, but will lean for the Jaguars to get the win here.
Yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence is not the truth. You guys hit
Yeah.
it right on the head.
He's one of those quarterbacks that gets a lot of praise, him
Yeah.
along with Justin Herbert and everything, but
Yeah, it's sloppy. I mean, even Calvin Ridley is not really. We haven't seen him at his best potential.
We might have him on the show the way he's gambling.
Yeah, seriously. But
You
no
might
bet
be
for me
watching.
here. No bet at all. I'm staying away from this one. I do think Mike Vrabel at home, that head coach, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's some of these, and that's a good point you bring up, Ross, because some of these games are scary because there's teams here that have nothing to
Oh, yeah,
lose
and
now
he's the
and
king
want to
spoiler.
bust people from
Yeah,
going
just-
to the
just to
playoffs
it. Yeah,
just
just
to
to
show
do
'em.
it.
So
And
it
he's
is
known for
scary.
doing that.
Absolutely.
So no pick, staying away from this one, but I would take Titans at home.
Do it. Hey,
No
But I'm
way.
not
Here we
gonna
go.
pick them. I'm just that's
you,
Just lean.
just a
that's
little,
what I'm leaning towards.
Sure.
Sneaky Mike Vrabel.
I got you.
Y'all are hard on Trevor Lawrence. Some haters over here.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
I think he's young.
Needs to
I think
pull
he's
ZJ
taken the
Sace.
team farther than we've seen that team in a long time. So I think you got to give him credit for that. Yeah, I have nothing on this game. I really was very close to taking the spread as well. So maybe me and you are on the same
We're clicking.
wavelength.
Same
yeah,
cylinder.
something going on there. But I think I will pass on this game.
Excellent. Cool stuff, guys. Next up, we have the Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, last week, like I said, the Bucks, when they played the Saints, they could not get anything going
Nothing.
offensively. It was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, just nonstop. That Saints defense was just harassing Baker Mayfield. But I do love Baker Mayfield. I always have been saying that.
Yeah,
And the Bucks do clinch a playoff spot if they win this game.
100%.
You're going up against the worst team in football, and I did it last week with.
Love where you're going.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
I love where
no.
you're going. Keep going.
I
though.
think
Yeah.
we-
Keep going.
think
I
we
love where you're
all
going.
did, actually.
Love where you're going.
Yeah, and I mean, they need a win. You have to clinch.
You
We
wanna
went
do it?
against the Panthers?
You want to do a 3-2-1?
Yeah, let's do 3-2.
3-2-1
Bucks
spread.
spread.
100%, Sach, man.
Got to win going up against the worst team, like I just said. They're terrible. Big bounce back spot from what they just did last week. So, I mean, I expect Baker Mayfield. You know, he's a
100%.
dog, and I love his competitiveness. So,
So for the viewers and listeners out there, Sach and myself have this same play here, and like we always like to say to all the live listeners and the viewers, when Sach and me tend to have a same play, it's generally a guaranteed lock. So I'm just gonna throw that out there to the
Pretty
public.
much
We have
is,
been
yeah.
doing so good when me and him are clicking on the same cylinder.
had Jags -7 last week.
100%. So just for the public eye, if there's a play you guys are thinking strongly of, this is one I would, throw in your wheelhouse just to look at.
at only 5.5 too.
Only 5.5 going up against one of the worst teams in the league. Like Sach said, Bucks have to get a win here. So you want to do a quick Rochambeau to see who gets the play?
Yeah, let's go.
You know what you're going to do? Okay, I know. All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No.
So
Ooh.
I will be taking the Bucks -5.5 spread here at -110 for my third play of the slate. This is my first time beating Sach at Rochambeau, so there's a little magic going on here. But again, just to throw it out there, we were both clicking on the same page for the listeners out there who want to lock.
Okay, and then sorry, just because I have my sixth play, I'm gonna go back to one
Go
of the
ahead.
games that
Yeah,
we just did.
I got you.
So I'm gonna go Bengals -6. That'll be my
For your spread.
spread for my first play. I think, like we just said, even touching on it before, the Browns are gonna rest all their people.
And I like that play,
They already
Sach.
clinched
I
it.
really do.
Bengals, they're still NFL players. They still got to fight for stats. They still got to fight for wins. And with the Browns, with the luck that they've had with injuries, they're not going to be risking no injuries. They've already
100%.
been down deep as you can go in the rabbit
100%.
hole with injuries. So
And
that'll be my first
I like
play,
that play
Bengals.
with Jake Browning too, Sach, so that'll be a good one. But we'll roll back over to you guys with the Buccaneers at Panthers.
Let's make that 3.
We could just make it 4.
Make it 4.
I was
I'll
like,
take it.
I think we all had that one.
I think
so.
what you guys said, Bucks need to win.
So the interesting spot here. Up to you guys if you guys still both want to use it. It doesn't really help you guys if you both use it. So you can decide here if you want to see who gets this play, and someone could choose a different one.
Well,
If you guys have a bonus
I
play
think
you
we
want to
have
throw
the
out
same
there.
one for this one too.
So just for where you guys are at in the competition, I would highly suggest doing like a Rochambeau here to see who gets it, because it's not going to help you guys if you both have it, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Because then you only basically are going for 4 games. instead of
Record-wise.
Exactly. Yep.
Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot.
Fuck. I don't like this rule. You said we
Ross-
could do the same one.
Ross will roll it. It just doesn't help you. It's not going to help you for your
but
record.
That was
It's-
my pick. Ugh, all right.
Watch the Panthers just beat the dog.
No, that's not happening.
So go ahead. Say it again. You're going to roll with it, Ross?
Gonna roll with Bucks -5.5, -110 there. Bucks need a win. Playing the
100%.
worst team in the NFL, and I think Baker bounces back after that tough loss.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool
Damn,
stuff.
me and Bess just got freaking wrecked.
I know. I was like, that's seems like now he has an extra point on me.
Uh-oh.
It can't hit. Maybe it helps you. It's helped me
Yeah.
a couple times, honestly.
It can
like-
honestly help you too.
and it's helped him.
Just know that it wouldn't have helped you if you guys both had it.
Yeah. But it kind of does because I wouldn't have lost it, you know? Like if we both got
but
it
if you
even,
both win,
if
then
we
you both
win,
are
then
1-1, right? So it's a wash play. It's like you guys
Right.
didn't even use a play.
Okay.
We'll see.
But Bucks and Panthers prediction, Bess. Who you got?
Well, you know who
Who
I
you
got.
got?
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? Baker Mayfield is 4-1 in the last 5 games. It was a tough loss, but you know what? He's as good of a QB as anyone out there right now.
100%.
He got 381 yards in the Green Bay Packer game. He's playing for the division. Like, that's an easy lock, which is why I did that one. So I'm trying to regroup my brain here, but
We'll roll over to the next one, but all 4 of us were locked onto that play, ladies and gents, again, so that's a good one to look out for the public. And with that being said, we'll roll over to the Jets at the New England Patriots. Interesting one. Nothing to win or lose here.
Interesting. Yeah, they're already
Pride
all
at
out.
this point.
I think both coaches are going to be throwing players in there, looking at for next year, see what these people can do. Throw in some, probably different. It's going to be like a test game for both of these coaches. Could be Bill's last game in New England. But there's one thing that I was looking at that I just don't – it's so low for an NFL game.
100%.
I'm going to go for my second play, the total of over 30.5 points at -110. I mean, 30 points, dude, that's too low. Like I said, second play, I'm going to go the over 30.5 for the total game. I mean –
And that's Jets at Patriots.
Yeah, Jets-Patriots. I mean, 17-14. Anything like that hits, throw something. Bailey Zappi can still go out there and, light it up for a quarter or a half. And
I mean, this is Belichick's last game, right?
Yeah.
They're still going to be coaching. Saleh as well. Like, these coaches are still going to be coaching these teams, right? It's
Yeah,
for
you
pride.
still want to
It's for pride.
win
This is why this
for
is
a
a good
record.
spot for teams that aren't going in, because there's still pride at this point.
Yep.
So
They're
it's still
fighting
football
for
to be
jobs,
played.
still fighting for records as head coaches, so that'll be my second one.
Cool stuff, Sace, man. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this game. I have nothing going into this game, ladies and gents. But I'm actually going to lean with the Patriots here, just being Belichick's last game. I think he's going to get it done.
Stole the words right out of my mouth, my man. Belichick, last potential game in Foxborough. Pats -2.5. That's my second play.
That's your second play?
Yes, sir.
What do you got odds on that?
Yeah, it's going to be -110.
-110.
Yes, sir.
Cool stuff.
Ooh, nice.
yeah, I'm not doing anything with this game. I would say it's really a toss-up. I guess I'll go for the Patriots, too.
Excellent. Next up, ladies and gents, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, Lions already, they already clinched their playoff spot. They ain't going to really be, going for much.
They could be resting some players here.
resting players. Vikings, they're
I can see
officially
Jared Goff
eliminated.
not really playing a whole lot here.
Yeah, so I mean, I keep it short and sweet. No play on it for me, but I'll lean Lions.
Yeah, and same thing to what Sace said and everything. I could expect to see some rest here on the Lions front.
Yep.
And with everything's going on, the Vikings do have a little to play. They need some things to go their way, but they have to get a win here in order for them to move on.
I thought they were eliminated.
No, they need a couple things to go
do
on,
they?
but they have to win here for sure. So with that being said, I still think the Lions win here, even with them resting guys. I mean, the Vikings are just quarterbackless at this point. They're switching guys out of the rotation. I think Nick Mullins is their best option, though, here for the Vikings quarterback.
Yeah.
But I'll just go with the Lions to get a dub here, even with rest.
I'd have to agree. Me and Bess might have to duke it out again for this pick, but I was going to take Lions -3. They just, especially after that loss last week, it was a controversial loss, and I think they're upset about that. And if we know anything about Dan Campbell, he's not going to take that
He
lightly.
was pissed off, yeah.
So they're going to come back, expect them to bounce back and win this game at least by 3.
Yeah, and I mean, it was controversial, but there was a lot of stuff it's like when you go to the freaking fast food restaurant, you order a burger with all the freaking everything taken off, or you put everything on it, you ain't gonna get what you get. So I think he made it too complicated for the refs. Like at the beginning of the game, they had 3 people go over there on purpose and report to make it look like they were doing something sneaky. And I mean, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So that's his fault for doing
he's
that.
a Cowboys fan?
That's his fault for doing that, bro. He tried to be sneaky, and that's what happened. And the reason that the dude was open is because when they announced who was reporting, the Cowboys defense isn't going to cover the guy that wasn't reported, so that's why he was wide open.
I want to go off topic real quick because there is a question I've been dying to ask you. Because I get it, right? They lost. To what you said, right? Didn't get it at all. But within the last 2 games, the Cowboys play the Dolphins and the Lions, and you guys have both given them the winning drive at the end. Does that concern you?
Okay, but wasn't it also technically an illegal formation no matter what? Like, no one seems to be talking about that. Like, if the play wouldn't.
No. But I want to just go back to my.
The public doesn't.
I do want to get back to my question though.
Yeah,
outside of that,
terrible.
Giving up 2 winning drives, right?
Our defense is
just a lot of time on the clock. I'm not trying to needle you or anything. I'm just generally curious about that.
You needling nothing.
The answer is yes. It's a very sloppy loss. We've had a couple, but there's sloppy wins. Sorry,
you're not
excuse
concerned.
me.
Okay.
No, not concerned.
I got you. We'll bounce back. So Ross, you were gonna roll with the Detroit Lions -3 spread at -110, correct?
Correct.
And Bess is gonna roll with that as
I
well.
also had the Detroit -3 for. I'm not good at rock paper scissors apparently.
Don't
Ready?
think
Do
about
it. Don't think about it.
All
Don't
right.
think about it.
Ready?
Point, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh my God. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
my God, I
let's
got it
go.
that time. Okay, cool.
I wanted you to get that one.
Good,
just
because
so it's
honestly, I
even.
would have been a little salty. Not gonna lie.
Awesome.
I was like, that'd be 2 of my
That's good.
number 1 picks.
All right.
So for another one of her plays,
Unless you want to switch that really fast, I'm still okay to switch for the Bucks pick if you really want.
I'm gonna think about that.
All right, I'll let you.
what are the odds on that Lions one though,
I
real
think
quick?
they're the same.
110.
110. So Bess will be rocking with the Lions -3 spread at -110. Cool stuff. Lock it in. You'll have to pick another play, my friend, but that's all right. That's all right.
I got something for you.
All right, ladies and gents, you are now tuned into the Bet Champ Show with ZJ and Sace for player props, parlays, single locks. Tune into all of our social media accounts. You can find those up above, and we've been on an absolute heater like we always are. Sace, in my mind, clicking and everything. Sace has honestly been clicking with a lot of halftime props going into some of these NBA games, so go ahead and share that with the public.
I mean, it's kind of like a cheat code, and it's like a little addiction.
It really
it's
is,
like a
ladies
drug.
and gents.
You go into the NBA halftime, smack one of the player props, the points, and it's a quick fix. So those have been doing really good. NFL player props have been doing pretty good.
Solid.
Just been a good last month overall. So
100%. So tune
into those.
Yeah, tune into all those social media accounts. We throw those out every day, and we're going to get a new something going with Sace's halftime props we'll be throwing because they're so quick. We'll try to post those on the stories as much as we can and everything, but been rolling. And just like to add, again, this is the finale of the Bet Champ Show, but we will be announcing our winner for our guest for that $500 cash prize and to find out who will be this year's Bet Champ at our live watch party. And then it'll be next week, January 13th, a Saturday for Wild Card Weekend. So super pumped for that. Anything else, Sach, man?
No, like you said, it's a finale. Lots on the line for everyone, and it's been a good show so far.
It's been awesome. Yeah.
Looking forward to the playoffs.
100%. Cool stuff. So with that being said, let's hop back into the madness of things. We have the Chicago Bears at the Green Bay Packers. This one's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yes.
Bears-Packers, division rival. Bears can never beat the Packers, it seems like. But, I mean, as of late, Justin Fields and the Bears have been on a freaking, a little run.
Gosh,
They've been
this is a
killing
pride game.
Big pride game. The
Bears.
Bears already locked up the #1 overall pick for the season, so they have a lot, to still kind of fight for. They want to win. They want to still see what Justin Fields can do. They're doing, JF one chance in Chicago, saying we want him. They don't want Caleb Williams.
I think they keep him, man.
I think they keep him.
He's developing still,
But if there's one thing that the Bears fans want is to play spoiler against the Packers. And the way the Packers have been, they
and
played good last game.
Why is that, Sach? Because who's owned them for so
Aaron
many
Rodgers
years,
has
right?
always owned them,
What a sweet revenge here
big
to
revenge
knock
game,
the
play
Packers out of
spoiler.
playoff contention.
So for my third play,
I love it,
I'm
bro.
gonna go Bears +3.
I love that.
So
That was a bonus one I had.
really?
I love that though.
I love the Bears +3 right now. They're just rolling. Justin Fields is looking like he's gonna be the franchise guy moving forward. I hope he is because I do like the guy. So we'll lock that one in.
Yeah, 100%. You're at home for Green Bay, right? Looking good. You have to get this game to get in the playoff contention. But like we just said, I mean, the Bears have been rolling lately. Justin Fields has been coming out of the shell. He's playing how we want him to play. Yeah. He's playing solid for Bears fans. They're going to get a solid team going within the next year with the draft picks they have coming forward. And what an opportunity here to just smack Green Bay at home. Go home, no playoffs. And they're looking to do it. This was a bonus play I had if me and Sach happened to tie on something I was going to throw in this Bears spread play for +3. So I love that Sace is rolling with it and absolutely love it. And I will lean with the Bears here to get the dub, but I'm not going to toss out a play.
Very interesting. I was going to take Packers -3, but I like what you guys are saying. Instead of taking that pick, I think I might go for the over here, over 44.
Okay.
I can see the game being more of a shootout, 27-24 maybe.
Sure.
Both offenses have
It'll
been
be
clicking,
close.
so that's a good.
It'll
pick.
be close. You got odds on that one?
Yes. Got it right here. Let's see.
It's 44.5.
It's just 44 right now. It's going to be -110.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Roll with that for Ross. And that's your third play, correct?
That is my third play.
Awesome. Lock it in, ladies and
I like that
gents.
one.
Cool. Nope, I don't have a pick on this game. This was one that I can go back and forth. I was originally thinking Packers as well, but I do think the Bears have a lot of revenge stakes that could come for this game. People really, want to see Justin Fields doing some things, and still can't believe he's one of the highest selling jerseys right now, which
Wow.
is just
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
it's so weird. They love him, they want him.
QB1.
So I think if he could bring a Packers loss, he'd be legendary in their eyes. So I'll go for the Bears. Why not?
Yeah, I think this is like a statement game for Justin Fields too. If he
100%.
beats the Packers and
At
doesn't
home.
knocks them out at home, like they're gonna keep him, 100%.
I like
This
They
that.
is huge.
never
This is
beat
the
him at
spoil.
home.
This is why these games are scary. This is a spoiler game.
It's
Yeah.
exactly like how the Lions played spoiler against the Packers last year
Yeah.
in Week 18. The Packers had to win to get into the playoffs,
Yep.
and the Lions
love
were
it.
like 1-10, and they
That's
were
a really
going
good play.
or were like 2 wins, and they were going balls to the wall trying to beat them,
It's a really good
and
play.
they ended up
Sachman.
knocking them out.
Awesome. So next up, ladies and gents, we have Sachman's Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Commanders. Cowboys right now with the win clinch the 2 seed.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, even if the Cowboys just lost this game, I mean,
Don't really matter. Yeah, but
It
right,
didn't
you
matter
you
'cause the
clinch the 2
Eagles
seed.
now.
You clinch the
Yeah.
2 seed
I didn't
though.
think the Eagles were going to win.
If they win though, they
or
clinch the
lose.
2 seed and they get that at home advantage
Yeah.
for the Cowboys.
And this is a huge game because the Cowboys have the longest active home win streak right now in the NFL, like 17 or like 15 games, something crazy. So the Cowboys have to go, foot on the gas pedal the whole game to win, lock up the 2 seed, get a home playoff game. So I'm gonna go with old reliable. Once again,
Let's see if it
I'm
is.
a die on the Cowboys point sword.
I love
if I'm
it.
dying on any sword. So Cowboys over 29.5 team points at -116. Yeah, -116. And I'm not really too worried about, them not trying to score a lot of points. Just based on the fact that you got to go into the playoffs on a high note. If, maybe the last possession or two in the game, if we're winning by a lot, that's when he'll come out. But I think the Cowboys just really need to get the offense going and put up as many points as possible. The Cowboys defense is honestly worrying me. They've been terrible the last month, so I'm a rock with the Cowboys offense, honestly.
Wow. I think that's the highest total team points you've had this year. 29.5.
Tie.
That's a beamer right there.
It's real high.
I know the Cowboys are
dying on
clearly
that
going to win
sword.
this game. It's the Commanders. They're terrible. Ron Rivera's probably going to get fired. They're not looking great. Sam Howell got benched and everything. So
No, but then he went back in.
he went back in, but I'm saying
Yeah.
they're clearly going to look for another quarterback
just
next year.
yeah.
Ron Rivera's probably going to be gone and
Riverboat
everything. So look
Ron.
for a Cowboys win here. No play here. I'm going to stay away from this game.
So is Howell playing this next game or is he out? Do you know?
No, he's playing.
He'll probably play.
But who knows, dude? They throws one pick, and then they might just start
Yeah,
subbing in
this
quarterbacks
is
like
one
they
of
did
those
last
games
time.
for the Commanders where you can experiment on anyone.
Yeah.
Anytime the home team is a dog by 2 touchdowns, it's always a little sketchy.
Yeah, that's
Dallas scoring 30 points, I can see it happening, but I don't necessarily think Dallas is going to beat them by 14. No play for me here. I just have a weird feeling that Dallas doesn't cover the spread.
There was this is something I was looking.
backdoor
I was
galore.
looking at this play as well for a backdoor.
Yeah.
I'm just staying away from it.
Yeah, I would prefer not to pick a play on here, but that's just my 2 cents.
Cowboys could be up 20 in the fourth quarter, and they get a touchdown to go.
Right, they could.
Down
It's one of those
13.
games where the Cowboys
Mhm.
probably will start off hot and go up a lot, and then after a while you start taking people out
Taking
for the
people
playoffs.
out for winning by a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, 14 points is a lot of points at home.
100%.
That's all I got to say.
I was very, very close to actually taking the spread. Like, it was on my 6th pick.
Cowboy spread?
Cowboy spread. I don't know. The Cowboys have this thing. I know what you're going to say already, Zach. But,
No, you
Cowboys
got
have
it.
this thing where they can destroy really bad teams. like they have really
They've done it before.
high point spreads. The Commanders, they beat them by like 30 last time they played them. So
And we've blown out our division
Yeah.
every game this year. The Eagles blew them out. Giants, both wins, blew them
Right.
out.
It's a
Commanders
tough
blew 'em
division to
out.
So I was very close because I do think the Cowboys have it in them. I may regret not taking that pick, but I will still definitely be going that the Cowboys win this.
100%. Yeah, I mean, it's solid. So next up, we have the Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. This one's kind of interesting, too.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Kyler Murray and the Cardinals for beating the
The
Birds.
Eagles.
Yeah.
The Birds.
We needed them to freaking beat them, and they pulled it off. So shout out to the Cardinals. But, bird on bird here, I don't know.
bird on bird.
Bird on bird.
I'm just going to stay away from this game. I don't really know what's going to go on. And I know the Seahawks do need to win.
They need to. Seahawks do need to win here.
But, I mean, Kyler Murray still got to go out there and play, So I'm going to lean Cardinals on this
Yeah.
one, low-key.
I kind of Sach. No play here for myself. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this game. It is an interesting one, though. I think the Cardinals are going to win here
I
as
can
well.
see them doing it.
100%.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler game.
Shoot, no play for me here. Born in Arizona, I'm like a
Oh, for real?
low-key Cardinals fan. Yeah, but Broncos are my team. I hate the Seahawks after they embarrassed the Broncos in the Super Bowl, so I'm never rooting for the Seahawks. No play for me here, but definitely rooting for Cardinals. I think Cardinals have the potential, after seeing how they played against the Eagles, to make it a good game.
Cool. Yeah, I was also really close to doing the over on this game. I think the Cardinals are one of those teams who can score on everybody, but can also let everybody score on them. So I see the game being a pretty high-scoring game, probably a shootout. Cardinals are on a got to be on a high after that last 2 minutes and 33 seconds of that game. So I would, if I wasn't just going for my best 5, I would definitely take that over. I think that'd be fun. But
good one to look at.
otherwise, I will say, yeah, I'd love to see the Cardinals come out on top on this. Yeah.
Excellent. Cool stuff. Next up, another kind of interesting game here, ladies and gents. We have the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Kind of interesting one for the Rams here,
Yeah, it's a real interesting one for the Rams. They're at +3 right now.
right?
But have the Rams, they've already clinched, or they need to clinch right here, right?
They got something going. This game will help them
In a seed.
a good
yeah.
deal, though.
No, I think they already clinched, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying this might help them out a little, though.
Oh,
With-
yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, weird game.
And
Like I said,
kinda like we
got to
said,
get going into the playoffs.
you
on a
might
high
see
note.
some guys rested here over on that San Francisco side.
Yeah, everyone. So especially you got injury-prone dudes, Debo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And Brock Purdy's kind of injury-prone
no
too.
need to play any of these guys.
I'm going to stay away from the game. Interesting nonetheless, so I'll lean the Rams just because
Yeah.
what they got at stake.
Yeah, it's a nice little spread there for the Rams +3. I'm not. Yeah, that's an interesting spread. I'm gonna stay away from it. This game I just don't want to touch, but I will take the Rams here to get the dub. I think the 49ers are just gonna rest a lot of their guys here.
Yeah.
Very interesting here. I think it might be a shootout. LA Rams 49ers over 42.5 -110.
Okay, here's my pick.
Absolutely. Hey, let
Rams.
them know.
I'm
Talk
not,
it.
like,
Yeah,
this
let
is
them know.
my pick,
Hey.
and you're not taking my pick after he's been
Hey.
looking at my sheet. I am going Rams +3
Love it.
-104. They are 6 out of 7 for their last 7 games
Yeah,
for
they've been
wins,
hot.
and the loss was to the Baltimore Ravens. You can't blame them. I don't see that as a, what are you gonna do? Williams is over
Sure,
100
yeah,
yards for the past 5 out of 7 games that he's at, so I think he's gonna be killing it as long as they start. That's the only thing that's a little bit of nerves is I don't know how much this game matters to them exactly, but I still think it's enough that they're gonna put their starters in. And I'm keeping that one. You don't get it, so that's my
Lock
lock.
it in.
I'm
Lock
not
it in
taking
for
that one.
best. Cool stuff.
I'll pass on that one.
While you're thinking, we'll roll into the next game
Absolutely,
here.
yeah.
We have the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Giants. Eagles looking a little shaky,
Eagles are trash.
and I've been liking the Eagles too, but
They were starting
looking
off good,
shaky.
10-1, but now
Yeah.
I mean they're just in shambles over there. AJ Brown's not getting his touches, not getting his yards. Jalen
Julio
Hurts,
Jones though, good sign for Julio Jones.
Yeah, he might go
2
in there
tutties?
somewhere. Yeah, good for Julio. They got weapons. I just don't know how they can't put it together. Nick Sirianni's a clown. He's a clown once again. You could tell the dudes are just looking at him on the sideline like, just shut up. So I love it as a Dallas Cowboy fan, but for this one, I mean, I'm not gonna go Giant. I mean, I'll
don't
go
like that
Eagles.
spread, huh?
No, I don't trust
How many-
either of these teams.
How many plays have you tossed out so far?
4.
You've tossed out 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just curious.
Wait. Yeah, 4.
You've got 4
'Cause
out
you
there?
took mine.
But you got 4 of yours own.
Yeah,
locked in.
I got 4.
I got you. Cool stuff. Yeah, weird game too. Eagles, I'd expect them to win this game. They've just been struggling lately, and Sace mentioned this kind of earlier on in the earlier weeks. This is like a Super Bowl for New York whenever they play the Eagles. For some reason, they just have something out for the Eagles.
On Christmas, they were going all out.
Yeah, so this is kind of scary here, especially coming down to the wire going into playoffs, right? Again, another one of these games where the teams that don't have a playoff chance are just playing for pride and just playing to beat the brakes off of you.
Playing for jobs. Tyrod Taylor's still playing
Tyrod
for
Taylor,
backup
yeah,
here
and
or
he's playing
somewhere.
solid with the Giants and
playing
everything.
great.
So I don't even know. I think I'll just lean with the Eagles here to get the dub, but it's honestly a scary game here,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to toss a play out or anything. I'm just going to completely stay away from this one.
No play from either. I would lean Eagles. They need to win this game to have momentum going into the playoffs. I think it's a must-win game,
For sure.
but I'm staying away from this one. I think the New York Giants Super Bowl thing you mentioned was pretty spot on. They will beat the Eagles anytime they get the chance, and they will make sure they do. But leaning Eagles here. No pick, though.
For my final pick of the week, every time you guys do none, I always do one. I'm going to take the Eagles -5.5 for -105 as my final pick of the week. I think the Eagles definitely need this win after last week was kind of brutal for them. They want to have momentum. They want the seed. And the Giants are in a weird situation right now because DeVito kind of got injured in the last –
He got
Well, he got
benched.
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 He got
benched.
benched,
He was a
Sorry.
little
I thought it
banged up,
I thought
and
it
they
was
just
in a-
benched him.
Yeah, so benched him. You know, the other quarterbacks seem to be doing all right, but that's like in a sticky situation against the Eagles. I don't see that going very well for them. So that's going to be my final pick.
Solid play.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good spread, too.
Yeah.
It's not like 8.5 or nothing crazy. So
No, one
Good one.
touchdown. That's all it needs.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gents. Next up, we have the Russell Wilson-less Denver Broncos against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's going out party. They're going to ship him off somewhere.
It's sad.
Cut him. Well, they can't ship him, but you know, the Broncos, I think they just have checked out completely for the whole season. This game, I mean, Ross was saying it on the way over here that
It's sad.
the Raiders, I think, the Raiders still have life with Antonio Pierce as their coach. Last game of the season, you're at home, division rival. You're going to give only 2.5. The Raiders' defense has actually been playing extremely well, too. And I love them going up against Jarrett Stidham right here. So for my final play, I'm going Raiders -2.5.
Yeah, I almost took
It's
that.
I just think you're just in Vegas, dude.
Yeah.
Antonio Pierce got to get these dudes going.
You trust
He's-
Aiden O'Connell?
He's
Aiden
yeah,
O'Connell?
Aiden O'Connell's not bad. He's not bad, and I mean he's not good, but I mean he has the weapons and the team around him, to scrape out wins. So that's going to be my final play. Give me the Raiders, Aiden O'Connell and Antonio Pierce. I think if he wins this game by a lot, he's going to lock in that head coaching job for the future. So
100%. Antonio Pierce is looking for that coaching job, and I think he's kind of locked it in.
you
He's
got to
shown-
just give it to him.
Yeah, I
man.
mean, he's been doing great with these guys. He's a player's coach,
yeah.
right? Like, he just can unite with the players and everything. Absolutely solid. On the other side of things, right, we benched Russ. It sucks, man. It sucks over in Broncos country. It really does. Sean Payton's trying to get, like, a system quarterback now to run whatever he wants to run.
It's kind of an ego.
It's a lot of ego going on over there. He was trying to show a lot of, like, more pass plays against the Chargers this past week. They got the dub. It was still kind of slow,
ugly.
rocky and everything. Our defense is just – I feel like we're wasting our defense right now. We have such a great defense. So it's show up or show out, baby. And what do I love more than anything, Sace man?
plus money.
I love plus money, baby. Give me the Broncos money line at plus 120 here. Sean Payton, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk, baby. Show us what you can do with a system quarterback. Let's get this dub, and let's just move on to next year.
And you feel confident in that, even though
I'm
the Raiders have beat them 4 years in a row?
I
I'm
love
confident.
it.
I was like, you feel really confident
I'm
about
confident
that?
here. I'm confident here because this Raiders quarterback absolutely sucks. I mean, within the Christmas games, he threw 62 yards for the whole game.
yeah.
I mean, he's terrible, and our defense is one of the best defenses in the league outside of our offense or anything like that. This Broncos defense is nothing to mess with. We have one of the best cornerbacks in the league, one of the best safeties in the league. We're just solid, ladies and gents. Give me the plus money here all day. Broncos money line at plus 120. Lock it in.
That's
Did
a
you
tough
see that
one.
thing that was like everything that has been invented since the Broncos have beat the Raiders? And like White Claws.
Yeah.
White Claws.
This is where we do it.
Oh,
though.
so
We're
sad.
saying
Where we
that
do it.
like that's how
long it's been?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we
It's
do
been
it.
a long ass time. That one got me for some reason because like I remember drinking
That's
White Claws all
wild,
of
yeah.
college, so that's been a long.
Yeah, I love a good claw.
I think
Plus
it's
120.
it's going on 9 or 10 years since we went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But last time we went, we won it all. Don't forget that.
I was kind of thinking about it too. The AFC West this year was in complete shambles.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Broncos, Raiders, before Pierce was the coach. Chiefs are in
Chargers.
shambles. Chargers, like that whole
Chargers.
division was
Yeah.
kind of up in
It's
flames
just a
the
mess
whole year.
over there.
The whole division, man.
Yeah, I mean, I would really love to see the Broncos go on the road and finish the season strong with a winning season. It's so hard. I was at the game Sunday, I was telling you, and it was just like a game of field goals. Stidham didn't look great. He made okay reads, but for the most part, it was just kind of stagnant. The game felt
Yeah. It was
There's, like,
also his
no
first
magic.
game.
Yeah, I get it, but you're talking about a system quarterback. He
Right.
was put in there to throw those system passes.
They're going to be passing
And
the
that's
ball
all he did.
a
It
lot
was the
more.
check
Oh,
downs.
Stidham honestly going up against his old team now too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's a little incentive there
I
for
think
the Broncos.
are checked out. So I'm not like I think I would.
This is
Yeah.
my
I would
plus
look
money
at the
play,
Raiders
baby.
minus 6.5.
Oh,
Oof.
gosh.
You might as well throw that in a little alt spread.
And here's I just want to throw this out there too. We haven't had a winning season since Peyton Manning. If we win this game, we'll go 9-8, and we will have our winning season. Which, as bad as this season was for the Broncos, it was also good because we did get a little daylight here. We haven't had a winning season in a long time. It's been terrible for Broncos fans. If you are a fan, it has been awful to not see your team close it out with a winning season. So winning this game puts us at 9-8, winning season going on into next year. Shout out Brandon Stokely because I know we're looking forward to a winning season. Regardless of missing the playoffs. It's a win.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I would love to root for my Broncos. I'm leaning Raiders. I hate to say it, but I'm going to pass. No play for me here. I want to see my Broncos win,
Scary
but
game.
it is a scary game on the road. It's a must-win game for the Broncos for our pride.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
Yeah, I will root for the Broncos as a diehard Bronco fan. But I looked at the Raiders spread for sure, and also the under. It's like 38.5, and
Yeah.
I think the under would be a good pick too. So
Yeah.
didn't take it though.
Next up, ladies and gents, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the LA Chargers.
Yeah, I mean short and sweet.
Yeah,
Chiefs
nothing
already
to
locked
talk
up the
about.
division. Nothing to talk about.
Nothing
It's
to talk about.
I don't know. I would never bet on this game for anything unless you're doing props or totals, but nothing for me.
Yeah, nothing for me as well. I'm not even going to give out who's going to win this game because I really do
You don't
not-
even know.
I do not care. Don't even know. Don't care. But I'll tell you this, it definitely won't be the Chargers.
That's a good one.
oh man, yeah, no play for me. Hate both teams. Don't care.
Yeah, I don't have one either. I would say probably the Chiefs are still gonna win even after their meltdowns.
Yeah,
Patrick
somehow
Mahomes
they'll
has had
win.
a lot of tears lately. Hope he's okay. Not really,
Yeah.
but
Nope. Let them cry.
Yeah.
let him cry. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot going on there too as well. All right, ladies and gents, now here we go. Week 18 slate, our final game, that prime time game. This is an interesting one in its own ways, shapes, or forms. We have the Bills at the Miami Dolphins.
I mean, Buffalo Bills, talk about a run that they had to go on
yeah.
to make the playoffs. They looked like they were going to be out and up in shambles over there and possibly firing McDermott. But, they turned it around the last, month and a half. They got a win to get into the playoffs, to get the 2 seed. So, I mean, I don't know how anyone would really go against the Bills at how hot they're playing, especially with the Dolphins kind of got
Right.
blown out last week. But nothing for me, but I'll lean Bills. I think Josh Allen, this is a big Josh Allen game.
Mm-hmm.
If he loses this, I mean, I don't know. You got to show what you're made of now. So I'll lean Bills.
Dolphins just coming off of a big loss. This is a big Josh Allen game for the Bills. It's in prime time. It's in Miami. And I just think when they give you some points here for the Dolphins, you got to take it at home. Give me the Miami Dolphins here plus +3 spread at -112. I
Winner
think
wins the division. Oh shit!
Yeah.
winner.
I didn't
This
see
is
Yeah.
why this is a
Oh.
big game, and I'm surprised you didn't say that. Winner wins
Yeah.
the division here.
Winner wins the division.
So this is huge. You're at home in Miami again. Miami Dolphins +3 spread at -112. I absolutely love this. I think this is a top 3 pick of the week.
Yeah,
100%.
could
We're
be.
rocking with this one.
I think if everything goes their way too, and they win, the Bills could be like as high as the number 2 seed, technically.
Yeah, I
going
think
into
they.
it,
Yeah,
so.
I think they get the 2.
This
seed.
is a huge game. That's why this is a big primetime game. I
I'm
absolutely
glad
love
they
it.
put this one out.
Good
at night.
watch. Great watch.
Shoot, I mean, it might be a shootout. I feel like it's going to be a shootout. It might.
Yeah, it'll be a close game. That's why the spread's where it's at.
Yeah. For the Bills, Dolphins game, I think it will be a shootout, like you guys said.
Absolutely.
Dolphins, it's a must-win game after that loss last week. But it is also a must-win game for the Bills. Josh Allen has been heating up. He went on a really cold streak, like Bess said earlier. Bills need to win this game. And if they lose, they have potential to be knocked out of the playoffs, like you guys said
100%.
as well. So
It's a huge game.
I'm going to go against you guys here. I'm going to take a gamble. It was kind of a coin flip between the Houston Texans and the
A literal
Bills.
coin
The
flip.
literal coin
Yes.
flip, too.
But, you know, it's going to be a good game. It could go either way. So I'm gonna gamble and take Bills -3. That's going to be, let's see, -108 for the odds.
Lock it in, baby.
Lock it in.
Nice.
And that is my 5th and final pick.
Absolutely. 100%.
See, it's not so fun getting your pick taken away,
Ugh,
is
I apologize.
it?
I do got to compliment you, though. Called you lucky, but after seeing the sheet, taking a couple glances,
I know
she
you
did her
could pull
research.
that two
She's
at the
got
same
her
place.
research.
I know.
Hey,
I'm like,
similar
come
place.
Hey,
on.
don't doubt Beth. She
I know. He's
destroyed
like,
it.
that's
Her
the match.
That's
She's
the
lucky.
the
best.
episode
Yeah, I
she
had to
was
get your
on.
head
Blah, blah,
somehow.
blah.
the episode she was on, she beat Sace and I. So I mean, she's got
Hey, I
some
did too.
plays.
Where's my
Yeah,
card?
he
You
did.
you did as well.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll take the compliment. I'm
Absolutely.
here to win, here to play. I love to take this stuff, fun and serious at the same time.
100%.
But Bills Dolphin game, I swear on my life I wanted to go the Dolphins, but it's the riskiest, I feel like. And if we're going just based off who gets the best out of 5, then there's other games to pick. But you got to think Tyreek Hill is up for the record of season yards. So he's going to be getting the ball like crazy. So I think that's something to keep in mind with this game. It's at home. Miami did just come off of a really big loss that they're probably trying to get some revenge out. There's still things for them to play for here. So I'm gonna go for the Dolphins.
I
did
love
not
it.
put a bet in. I have my 5 in, but
Great
also
minds.
last time I was on here, I was like, I kind of think the Bills are overrated, and for 7 weeks in a row they were, and then
They
they
are.
came back. So. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Dolphins. I would love to see Hill get that record as well. I'm always gonna be a fan of him.
I love it, guys. Hey, again, good luck to you two. Week 18 in the books. 5 plays out there. Do you guys have any words real quick for each other, or just what's going on, or how you're feeling?
It's been a crazy season. I think what you guys are doing with this podcast is awesome. It was great being here. What was that, week 3 or 4? I came on?
Early
You
on.
came on week 4,
Yeah.
right?
I
No,
think
you
it
came
was-
on week 6, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But regardless, this is
Back in
awesome.
the
It's
day.
a pleasure being here as always.
Love having you.
I wish you the best of luck, Bess.
Do you?
He does.
Yeah.
But once again, thank you for having me. And
No, of course. always,
I'm
man.
really excited to see how this plays out.
Do
Okay,
it.
yeah, same. Happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I think I've gotten really into betting just solely because it gets me really into the games, and it's like a whole new way of watching a bunch of other games than just like the Broncos. Or I'm a Cowboys fan just like you too, so I watch those too. But it's really fun. I encourage anyone to get into betting that can. Just don't put your whole life savings
Just
be
into
bet
it.
responsible.
Always
Just
bet
what you want and
responsible,
bet
ladies
the
and
logs.
gents.
Bet the logs that you know are good, like that Buccaneer games that I got taken away from me.
Always bet what you can afford to lose. No
Yeah.
more, no.
I love doing only $5 on some games. Just throw out a parlay. That's always fun. So
I
Yeah.
always think what's
something
really
little.
fun
Something little.
is
Yeah.
doing you pick 10 wins and put $1 and it's
Yeah,
$10,000.
those are always fun
and
to
it's
see.
that's still fun. But
yeah.
I am wishing you luck. No harm, no foul, right?
Absolutely.
Just for fun
May the
and
best man win.
fun.
$500 cash prize at stake, and to see who will be this year's bet champ between Bess and Ross. Thank you guys for being here. We love it. Would
thank
love
you
to have you
guys.
guys on some future shows as well. We'll talk more about that. Good luck to you, Sace man. Me and you. Hey, it's been a ride, brother.
been a wild
It's been a
ride.
ride. The show's been great. I'm glad this concept came to life.
Yeah.
You and me.
It's great.
I wouldn't have had anyone else be a co-host with me
And I wouldn't have picked anyone else either.
I think we got a great dynamic and everything. So absolutely happy with how everything turned out. We're now on the line for who will be this year's Bet Champ host. Comes down to this, brother, but hey, wouldn't want it any other way. So good luck to you, my man.
Either way, it's a Cinderella story ending that you're on right now, but it'll be fun no matter what. It's all in good fun.
Absolutely. And with that being said, let's just review our top 5 plays again for the viewers and listeners out there. We'll start with you, Sace, man.
Yeah, so my first play, I got the Bengals -6. I don't see the odds on that real quick because I had to scramble for it. So Bengals -6. Second play, I'm going Jets and Patriots over 30.5. Third play, I'm going to go Bears +3 at -105. And then fourth play, Cowboys over 29.5 team points at -116. And fifth and final play, the boys in black and silver take us home. The Raiders -2.5 at -110.
Whatever.
Gotcha.
You were all saying the Raiders might blow them out too.
All right, and for myself, for my first play, I have that Texans money line at -120. Loving CJ Stroud, my favorite quarterback to watch this year. Second play, I got that Saints spread at -3 at -115. For my third play, I have the Buccaneers -5.5 spread at -110. I love Baker Mayfield in this position. I think he's highly underrated. Fourth play, hey, show up or show out, baby. We're taking the Broncos money line at plus money, what Sace loves, at +120. And for my last play, ladies and gents, I'm rolling with that Dolphins +3 spread at -112 for the division.
Yep.
What you got, Ross?
So for my first play, we had the Bucks -5.5 against the Panthers -110. We got the Pats -2.5 -110. We have the Packers over 44 versus the Bears. And my fourth pick was Rams 49ers over 42.5 for -110. And that fifth and final pick is going to be the Bills -3 against the Dolphins.
All right. If you're on Team Bess, these are my 5 picks of the week. Steelers -3.5 for -110. Saints -3 for -115. Lions -3 for -110. Rams +3 for -104. And last but not least, the Eagles -5.5 for -105.
All it picks, ladies and gents. We're locked in week 18 slate. And now we'll just rock with everyone's top play of the week for our parlay of the week. Real quick, I just wanted to shout out John Trell Herman on the live chat. I see him spamming it with likes. So shout out John Trell. Shout out our guy. So we'll bounce back into it. Sace, man, your top play of the week.
Yeah, my top play of the week, like I said, I'm dying on the sword. The boys in blue. I'm going to go Cowboys over 29.5 points at -116 as my top play.
100% Sace, man. Show up or show out. Plus money, baby. We're rolling Broncos money line at +120 for my top play of the week. Give us some juice.
Mile High Magic, right?
Mile High Magic, baby. Winning season.
I'm going to have to go Bucks -5.5. Me and
Yes.
Beth deciding over that.
That's a good play.
We were all on that play, so I have a good feeling about it.
That's a great play to have on the lay.
It's a must-win game for them to clinch the division. So, or not division, but
Perfect.
For the play.
yes.
No, it is the division.
win the
yes, it
division.
is.
Yeah,
Yes.
it definitely is the division for the
That's a solid play.
Buccaneers.
Yep.
Yep. All right, I will go. You know, I'm going to go for the Rams +3. I think that's going to be an interesting game. I'm excited to see how that plays out. We'll see who starts and who doesn't, and that'll really have a lot to do with it.
Rams
so.
+3.
That's good.
Cool.
And that 4 legs comes out to +1,434.
Wow.
And
Absolute
like
juice.
I said, it's the Cowboys over 29.5 team points, the Broncos money line, Buccaneers -5.5, and the Rams +3. That'll be the 4-leg parlay.
Absolute juice on the lay there. Ladies and gents, well, this will conclude this week's episode of the Bet Champ Show finale. Big things coming. Bess and Ross battling out $500 cash prize and to see who will be this year's Bet Champ, as well as me and Sace competing for the Bet Champ host. Thank you to all of our viewers and listeners out there. We appreciate you. Hopefully you're liking the locks we just threw your way. And let us know. Let us know in the comment sections. Let us know everywhere if you're tailing anyone whose team you're rocking with. And we'll just close out real quick with the closing remarks. We'll just go back to you guys real quick. Thank you for being here. Again, we'd love to get you guys on some future shows. Good luck to you guys. It'll go to the best person.
May the best man or woman.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
absolutely.
It's going to be close. I think, like I said earlier, just being here has been great. $500 is a lot of money. A lot of money for these this weird week of football. It's a very do or die week in a sense. Either you're in or you're out, and I think it's going to come down to maybe 1 or 2 picks. I feel like.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bess?
Yeah, I think I was upset at first about the whole Bucks thing, but it kind of made it a little more interesting, I think. So it'll be fun. Either way, you know, thanks again so much for having us. This is so much fun to do, but I'm hoping to come out on top, and I'm hoping you don't.
Fair enough.
Say it how it is.
Any closing remarks from my right-hand man?
Nothing. It was a great year of bets right now. It's sad that the NFL's wrapping up last week. Thank you guys for coming on, making time out of your day to come do this. Appreciate ZJ, all the work that you've done too, and Rhino Point Studios. Thank you.
Yeah,
guys
shout
for all
out
the
Rhino
stuff you
Point
guys have done.
Studios. Big Clutch, we love them.
Big Clutch, love them. They're always
They do it all. If you guys are looking to start a pod, looking to start a show, I mean, they do it all. Excellent work here, and it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and Happy New Year to everyone. What a better way to start the new year off. So I'm looking forward to this week. Let's get it going.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. Again, thank you to all the viewers and listeners out there. We've been loving the comments and everything on all the socials and whatnot. We love this. We love giving plays out to the public. It's been a huge success. Again, you will find out this year's Bet Champ winners next week at our live watch party, January 13th. Wild card weekend, where we'll be dicing out locks there as well and everything. So as we like to say to all the viewers and listeners out there, a salute to you and happy betting.
We cut real quick. I forgot what my 5th one was. I don't know why they just get lost. I did look. I don't know where my 5th one was.
So you have
I don't know, man. I don't know what you have.